Hey, good evening, everybody. How are you all today? We're going to head into our YouTube playthrough. Taking a quick look at the instructions on the floor there. We've got on the floor, right at the bottom of the screen, we've got English gardens don't like plastic. Sorry, I'm a little bit goofy today. I've done about 10 hours at the desk, so it's time to chill for about 20 or 30 minutes before we get into stuff. Hopefully this thing will load a bit soon for us. I always start doing that when I do this. Alrighty. So I think today we might just head straight over to the Smoth family, the Smoth's family house, and we'll just see how that goes. So we'll just jump straight into the house after the flood, and we'll see what we can do. All right, heading off to the house. The walls in the house should be dark. Oh, I have to try that next time I try and sell a house to Raphael Urco. He likes dark walls, and yet he is persistently there every time there are light walls. Man drives me crackers. Alright, so today's tasks, what we're going to do is we're prepping for the Smoth family. They like their kitchens. So I figured we would give them a nice bright kitchen because unlike Raphael Urco, the Smoth family happen to like light walls. So that is something that they have in common with the businessman. He likes white walls. We're not going to do that. I'm actually going to see what morning yellow looks like on the wall. I might regret this, but we'll find out. So I'll just pop that over there. Actually, no, I won't pop that there. That's a daft place to put it. Let's put it in the middle of the floor where I'll step in it. Alrighty. This is either going to look terrible and drive me crazy, or it's going to be okay. It'll do. Kitchens should be happy places, right? Because, I mean, it's got enough tasks in there that you know, something's got to brighten it up. Alright, trying not to put my foot in the paint bucket. It's always important if your paint roller runs out on a particular point, just double check it. Some of your clients will like perfect walls, and they will register if you haven't perfectly covered the wall. Man, I'm running out of paint really easily this time. So the trick with painting when you've got cupboards is that little white dot where your mouse points. It's just placing that so that it goes where you need it to go. And as long as you get that right, you should be able to paint pretty much any room that that you come across. So, excuse me. There we go. So yeah, so it's been a pretty good day. I got a ton done, but tell you what, just about ready to take a break. Oops. The trick with cupboards, just make sure that you can step back far enough to see them. This is me standing on the paint tin. Paint tins are actually really good for that. If you stand on them, you can reach all sorts of places that you might not otherwise have been able to get to. All right, that's pretty much that done. And that done. That was nice and easy. I don't hate the colour. That's good. I do hate the floor though. We're going to change it. We're going to put tiles down in the kitchen. I'm already going to run at a loss for this house because I've just changed so many things. It's ridiculous. That's okay. I tried to flip it for the student and failed miserably, so I'll just have to get over it eventually. Alrighty, even though we're flipping it for the Smoths and they're not renowned for their art appreciation, we are going to stick a picture in their kitchen just to try and increase the bidding for some of the other clients, and hopefully that will push their bid up as well. So I happen to know that there's a Veronica or Victoria happens to like sunflowers. My god, there's a reason that's in the corner. And also you'll notice the Jan tarts down the bottom have now increased their bid. Disturbingly enough, not enough that that'll change anything. You know what, we could do with more sunflowers in here. I happen to have a tiny little sunflower picture that will do just right. There. Okay. We could also, just to make everybody happy, put plants in the kitchen. Actually, I wonder. Let's go back. Ow. Look, I have lost my sound. That's a worry. Let me just... There we go. If it breaks, you just turn it on again and then off again. Let's have a look at putting some of these in. I don't often use them because they're huge. All right, no, we're not using those. That's enormous. Let's use these guys. These guys are small and dainty and look like herb pots on the windowsill. And if they had yellow flower pots, I'd be really ecstatic. There we go. Not quite sure what anyone over in the... Oh dear. I've upset the Jan tarts again. I've put too many plants in their kitchen. You know, for an elderly couple that says they love plants, they get really snarky when you put too many in. I think they just like 2 per room. I'm getting this impression. Alright, in the hallway we're going to use some bright peach because it's like a sunset, I guess. And it goes well with these floors. So we'll just get this down. I know this wasn't on my chore list, but never mind. It is now. So we'll get these done. Again, we're sticking with light colours and bright colours. It's not the businessman's favourite. What's Raphael Urco doing up there? I distinctly saw a hint saying that he liked dark walls. I so have to try this out eventually. I'm going to paint something black just to see what he does. Again, it's just a matter of making sure I finish all the wall spots. We're getting to the point too where we can start to think about trying to sell a house to the real estate agent. And the first time I played through the house and tried to do this, he was almost impossible to sell to. I think I ended up putting in something like 4 toilets or 3 toilets in one place, and trying desperately to convince the Johnsons that they didn't want this ideal house for them, which I did succeed in doing eventually, but it took a bit. All right, hallway. Let's increase our bidder's desire for this hallway. We're going to go furniture. I'm going to go cupboards, and I'm going to start a bidding war with the businessman, Urco, and the Smoth family. They all kind of like the Showcase Mary. We can go white or we can go birch. Let's just have a quick look and see what colours look best. That kind of fuddy-duddy colour there. That's too bright. I'm going to sulk in a minute. I'm just trying to find something that'll lift it up. I mean, Wenge is definitely not going to do it. Ooh. I like the contrast, but it is really dark. And the Smoth family don't like the dark colours. Alright, let's lift it with a bit of white. We're going to put a couple of these in. I'm going to put one here. Wow, that was interesting. I love watching how these guys react to the different furnishings you put in. It's really quite a puzzle. So we've just increased our bid for 2 of them. These are quite expensive, so I'm just wondering how far I can push it. I'm going to grab a limb bookcase as well, just to break up the Showcase Marys, because I can, and it looks interesting. We won't fit one there, that's okay. Alright, time for some plants. I'm going to use one of the bigger plants simply because I don't get to use it in very many places, because it's huge and it puts its leaves everywhere they're not meant to be. But it'll fit just nicely in that corner. It's so much better with plants in the house, say the Jantart couple in the bottom row there, while giving me a thumbs down. I just don't know what to say to that, to be honest. It's like, what? But you like plants. They're like, yeah, we love them. No, we're not going to pay you more for them. One Sunset by the Sea because it matches the orange walls. And we're going to put another something over there in the corner. I'm not quite sure what yet. We'll work it out. Nope. I like the bird thing. It fits in so many little corners. There we go. See, now the Jantarts are happy. We're going to make them ecstatic. We're going to actually put a carpet down in the hallway. So we'll go house and we'll go floor, we'll go rugs. It's often you'll get the furnishings right, but the furniture right, but it's when you actually add the furnishings in that you'll start to get your bidders getting all excited, which is what you want them to do. You want them to be excited about the house you just furnished. Alrighty, how are we going with that? You know what, that looks like a very worthy thingy. What's it? Let's just grab that screenshot. Alrighty. Actually, I should have actually F12 that. Yeah, let's F12 that. As soon as I can work out how to steer. Alright. I'll put that up on the listing page. This room always strikes me as being a little bit bare, to be honest. I was going to say it's done, but then I realised that the walls are all the wrong colour. Which, yeah, and unpainted. Let's paint these walls and make our clients happy. Alright. So, it's blue, but I want to do a contrast. I don't want to do yellow again. Don't really want to do green. I could do faded lemon because that'll pick out the greens. We don't have that many greens. I don't want to do too blue. I need to keep it a relatively light colour, and it needs to not contrast too badly with the cherry wood. Sky blue might work. Some of these greys aren't too bad either, to be honest. Alright, now let's go with the sky blue. And if that doesn't work, we might poke it with the ice blue. We'll see how that goes. Let's try this one first. We don't need to worry about green. The student is not our client. We can put in what we like. You know what? I don't like that. I'm trying to pick out the colours in the rugs. We may actually end up going with the royal blue. No, maybe not. Let's have a look at the other one. Indigo's nice. Azure Bliss is a bit strong. Maybe. Sleepy blue is for bedrooms, but it wouldn't do too badly in here. Ice blue. Alright, let's just have a quick look over here. Alright, it has to be whatever that middle one is. Basically, it's light enough to pick out the colour in the floor, and it's light enough to also pick up the colour. I'm not sure I completely like it, but we'll see. If I hate it, I'm going to do it again. The important thing is it's a light colour, and the Smoth family adore light colours. Alright, let's just wander back this way. The good thing about this lounge is you can just put the paint in the middle of the floor and reach it. That'll do. It'll work. Alright. So we might actually get the last room in the house done as well. I completely forgot I'm going to have to do that. Time to move the telly, because if I paint over it, someone's going to get cross. Here we go. Alright. This is just so easy to miss, the little bits at the top. Okay, yeah. You see how that just changes? The whole aspect of the room can just lift with the right colour choice. That needs more paint. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Let's switch over this way. Take all of this out. Here we go. If I could do light blue rugs with a dark blue edge, or that would be really good. Or dark blue rugs with a light blue edge, that would also work. And throw cushions. We need cushions in here. You could do a mix of, you know, those lampshades with the blue and the white. Actually, speaking of lampshades with the blue and the white, I might stick one in here. We'll just put the telly back up first. I was going to say I don't know what paintings to go with the blue, but I had a thought, and I think we've got that covered now. There we go. Alright. Most useful perk with painting is the ability to not paint over something that you've already painted on. And the reason it's most useful is not actually because it saves you a ton of money in not repeating your paint job, but because you can work out where you've been and what you've missed. So when you've got clients that are really fussy about your wall coverage, you just wave the paint roller around, and there we go. And you'll be able to tell which bits you have and haven't covered. Alright, now somewhere over here there was a space for a lamp. And I don't know who particularly likes lamps, but I do know that... Not that one. What's that? Oh god, no. Mind you, actually, hang on a minute. That would go with the couch and the walls. It wasn't what I was thinking of. And it's delicate and tiny. There we go, guys. Actually, you know what? You need a book to read by the lamp. Let's pop a book in there as well. It's under accessories, I think. Oh, wow. It has its own section. That's even better. We're going to make a very wise choice in the books. We're going to think really hard about it and pick it because it's blue. But here we go. No, not really. If I can convince it to go on the table, I'll be even happier. All right. You know what? I'm thinking a couple of lamps over by the television would be a lot of fun. Where did I put them? There they are. Actually, even better. Let's just grab them out of here. I'm really loving this whole recently bought tab. I'll get there eventually. Who needs speakers when you can have lamps? Actually, you need a speaker as well. Let's pop one of those in here. Actually, it's not in accessories. It's under electronics. Still have the Smoth family at the top. Raphael Urko's mad at me because I put kids stuff in his house and it's not manly. Well, and I just didn't want to tell him that I hadn't designed it for him, but I think he's got the message kind of, maybe sorta. Anyway, DVDs, pretty important. Okay. You know, it's a really plain open space. It's driving me absolutely crazy and I like it. I'm thinking it might need a coffee table in there, to be honest. One of those, because it comes in cherry wood. This is why I love cherry. There you go. Did I just turn my family room into a living room? Let's walk out of the room and walk back in and see what happens. No, I didn't. That's a relief. All right. Okay, let's take a shot of that. I'm a bit happier with how that looks now. And that did increase the bidding quite a lot. That was a surprise. All right. This is the last room in here that we need to do. We're right on the 20-minute mark, but I think what we'll do is we'll finish it off and then next week we'll start with playgrounds. So, it looks like a good candidate for sleepy blue or royal blue. To To be honest, I actually prefer the royal blue on the walls. It looks nice. It's kind of a soft, rich sort of colour. Hopefully it's not too dark for my clients. Actually, let's buy one of those. And now I'm having second thoughts. Let's try the sleepy blue as well. See which one matches better. I have a feeling. No, we will go with the royal. There we go. And now that I think about it, we definitely need a lamp in here as well. So there we go. Okay. Standing on the bed again. Not good work practice, I have to say. But I admit, I really like this blue much better than I like the green. I know what I've forgotten in the lounge room. We forgot to do pictures. You've got to have pictures in the lounge. So what we'll do is we'll finish painting in here. Oh, seriously. This patch of dirt has appeared every time I've played this game. I swear I have a haunted dirt fairy or something coming into my renovation every night and planting the dirt every time I go away. So just before I auction this place, I have to remember to check that the dirt fairy hasn't visited while I've been out in the garden. Every session. Alright. I know it's pretty unusual for a kid's room to have its own little ensuite, but I tell you what, it's either the luckiest kid on the planet or this will make a good guest room until the kid arrives. There we go. Let's get rid of that. You know what we need? We need pale pink tiles, and then we could have girl bathrooms and boy bathrooms if you wanted to get kind of fancy. That'd be cool. Okay. Alright, a couple of things we need in here. We're going to need a desk lamp, and we're going to need a computer monitor and stuff. So let's just grab our home electronics. And they added in, so you used to only have these huge monitors, right? Massive things. But they added in this really cool monitor econ, which looks really nice when you pop it on the workbench, on the desk. Uh-oh. Whew. I thought for a minute I'd encouraged Urko way too much. Alright, so let's play with fire, and we'll add is that a business? The businessman is happy because he's going to tell me that now he can be a boss in his own office. I'll tell you what, if he wants to be a boss in a room with kids' toys, he's welcome to it. But honestly, computer Sphinx. It is a kid's computer. Let's go for something not quite as expensive. Alright, and I need a desk lamp and a mouse, because face it, you need a mouse. Gotta have a mouse. And a desk lamp. Comes under standing lamps, and then standing, and then not the old-fashioned one. I just would like something. Here we go. A little bit more modern. Shift and then rotate. There we go. Neat. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Now what we need are some pictures. I really love this game. You just basically You know, you just get to make something nice. It's just nice to do that. Alright, this is what I forgot to put out in the lounge room. Although having said that, I could put the larger pictures out there and they'd go just as well. Kids room, right? Let's go with the owl picture. Oh. Now if I was in Indonesia or Malaysia, I would actually slant it just slightly. Except that it really is going to drive me crackers if I do. And the reason I like to slant it is so the spirits can't sit on top of the pictures. It's really cool. I love this fog picture, but we're not going to put it in here. Alright. Then because every kid's got a long journey to adulthood, let's put one of these in here. The bids are slowly going up, but the Smoths are not shifting, I'm noticing. Alright, I think... Oh, I forgot the lamp. So we'll just head straight down to where's my lamp. Yep, I've obviously run out of time on the lamp. Standing, and the lamp at the bottom. This is small too. Actually, this one will match the bedspread. We'll pop that up there. There we go. And plants. We forgot the plants. We're going to upset the Jantarts again. Watch this. They're just going to go, what? I love plants. Wait, you're putting too many in. Too bad. Everyone needs a bit of extra fresh air. This will help. There they go. So grumpy. We love plants. Yeah, sure you do. No, we're not done yet. These tall, thin things go in so many little places. Actually, I should put a bin there. Alright. No. Okay, we'll put a bin there instead. We want a Panteo because it's slender and it will fit exactly there. There we go. Now when the homework doesn't work, we've got somewhere to put it. Alright, I think we're done. F12, that one. Quite like that, right? Okay, we did forget in this room to put the pictures up, and we've got such a lot of wall space we can do that with. So, let's go with... And this will also increase the house price as well. So... These ocean pictures always seem to just fit so nicely, but I want to put 3 of them up. Oh, okay, I'll put 2 up and be happy. 1 there. We'll grab the other one that'll fit alongside it. This would normally take up that whole wall, but I'm going to go just with this one and pop it alongside. You can have 2 sea vistas. See, even though they don't like the number of plants, they do love their paintings and their rugs. Alright, we'll go back to decorations. We'll go with the blue pots again and we'll upset the Jantarts just a little bit. If I remember to buy many lots. Alright, I'm going to have to stand on the Anna to get that. There we go. The plants just brighten it up a little tiny bit. I won't put one there. That's alright. I need a picture over here. And I'm pretty sure that that last one is not going to fit. But we'll try anyway. Yeah. Alright. Picture shifting time. That's really too big. Let's find a different picture. Grab that. I like these, but I also... Yeah, let's go with that one. The unframed one because the otherwise... Oh, it's too big. I forgot. And that's too small. Fine. Actually, you know what? We'll do this. One there. And we'll put this one here. And then we'll grab that one. And put it here. There we go. Turn on the switch. Hey, what we need to do. All right, now we've got it. So that is the interior of this house done. We've managed to sell it to the Smoth family. All that's really left is to do the exterior of the house and the garden, and we can put in a kids' playground outside for them. Now, while that might not affect how they like the house, and it certainly won't affect how the other buyers see the house. So I could put kids stuff in and it wouldn't upset the bidders that don't like children. What doing up the garden will do is increase the overall house price. And seeing as I've done this house a couple of times and completely messed it up and overspent, I think we might need all the help we can get to increase that price. I did forget to put plants in the hallway. And the good thing about these spiky things is they fit fairly unobtrusively almost anywhere. Alright, I'm just going to move Mr. Big and Obnoxious over. That's right, I've got to put him out. Alright, he'll do nicely there. So that's our house. Thanks for hanging with me tonight, guys. That's the Smoth family house completed. We'll get started on the yard for them tomorrow. Take care out there.